What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this reality chat, guys. This is just for fun, but I wanted to talk about this post I saw on the Neighborhood Talk because Dr. Gregory Lunceford, as we know, Quad's ex-husband, married to medicine, Latisha, she goes by the nickname Sweet Tea, I guess. Anyway, she did a little tour of her home with Bravo, and I'm going to put a link to the video in the description box so you can read it because, you know, this is just podcast style, and I'm just here to talk about it. But I wanted to talk about this really quick because, you know, I never really paid that much attention to her. One, she's new. Two, I don't follow any of these people on social media, so I'm not there to really see a lot of what's going on. I'm definitely not studying, you know, what they're sharing and all of that good stuff. I appreciate those who have the time to do stuff like that. Go ahead, put in that work. And if I talk about it over here, I will definitely give you the credit because I'm not here to take anyone's content ideas. When it comes to stuff like that, I just don't have the time and effort to put into doing that type of stuff. Investigative reporting, shall we say. I'll just put it like that. But I saw this video and, you know, I thought about it and I said, I'm not saying this is on purpose at all, but it is very ironic that two of the people that I feel have the most heat with Quad right now on the show, they kind of are a mixture of what Dr. G's new wife looks like. And it's really weird. And it's Toya and Dr. Simone. This woman, she definitely favors Toya in the face and a little bit of Simone in the face. But you know, Simone, she has, I'll just put it like this. We know she has a protruding, she has the top row. She has a protruding top row. We'll just put it like that. Mariah called her Bucky years ago, and I thought it was funny. I'm sorry, I'm not going to lie. But she kind of favors Toya and Dr. Simone. But this isn't about that. I just wanted to mention that. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section about her looks. But she did a tour of her home, and the home is the same home that Dr. Gregory and Quad lived in when they were on, you know, the season together. And as we know, Dr. G has not been on a season. And Quad, she's gone from being in what I thought was beautiful. It was like a 3 or 4 story townhome to now being in this huge mansion that I think is just really ridiculous because it's like you and maybe your mom, if she even lives there the whole time, I don't know. And then some of us felt like her nephew was there for a storyline because it was really weird that the mother was still in the picture, but the mother wasn't living there with them as well. So it's like you have all of this space and your nephew's mom can't live there too. Anyway, she's showing off the home. And listen, I'm not even going to lie because I'm not one of these people that is bougie or I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like the real estate industry is a big fraud and a ripoff and a scheme that Todd set up to come at us with the BS. But no, for real. And I'm not knocking anybody who's in the real estate industry. I have family and close friends I know that are in real estate. They are realtors. I get it. It's get your money, do your thing. I am also a homeowner. I own property. I own land. I am grateful to have those assets, but I will definitely say that I do believe that a lot of it is overvalued because I do believe that they keep a lot of people out of the housing industry by just jacking up the prices of homes so much. And the way the rates are right now, it's like a lot of people who have been waiting to get into real estate, it's like the bar of entry has been set so high, some people just feel like I just give up. But I know this isn't about that, but I'm saying all of that to say, I'm not one of these bougie people out here that feels like, oh, you need to redesign an entire home or whatever because this is out of style or that's not trending anymore. Like, the hell, I'm not changing out all of my appliances in my kitchen and my countertops because some people who make profit off of doing this type of stuff come out to say, oh, stainless steel is out. Now this is in. Granite is out. Now quartz is in. Like, okay, are you going to give me money to update all of these things? I don't think so. So you know what? If it works and it isn't broken, I'm not fixing it because, yeah, it may increase the value of my property some, but even that is just absolutely ridiculous because you get into these homes and then they want you to update all of these things and do this and do that. And it costs so much to do those things. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? I don't think that a property should double in value in 5 years or 10 years, honestly, because, yeah, it may be good for the person who's trying to sell the property. But if you are getting that and you want to move up, then you would need even more money to do that. And not everyone moves from their home to want to downgrade. Some people want to step it up. They want to up level. But I'm saying all of that to say, I'm not saying that the home that they were in is shabby or is trash. It's not. It's a beautiful home. Some people would give their left and right arms to be able to live in a home like that. So I'm definitely not here to say that the home is shabby or it's trash or in the ghetto or the hood or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But it does look a little bit weird to see her showing this home off that we've all seen before. Yeah, you may have had some of the furniture changed out and maybe some of the walls have been repainted and you added some lighting inside or whatever. But it does look a little bit weird. And I'm not even a quad fan, but it's just kind of looking a little bit like, are you trying to throw this in Quad's face like, I'm here now? Because it's just not a good look. But let me go ahead and just play this video so you can hear it.
Hi, Bravo TV, come on in. This is Bruno, our little puppy. Welcome. This is my dining room area. We like to do all the entertaining here. So I kind of got like an Asian-inspired theme. Let's go over here. This is where Gregory did all his decorating. Let's go over here. This is where Gregory did all his decorating. See, my man, he likes to do a little bit of interior designing. So as you can see, his favorite color is blue. And he did this right over here. He put our photos right here. Let me show you my office. As you can see here, it says that I am the boss. Gregory may be the head, but I am the body. The full body, baby. Okay, let's go walk in the living room. I wanted to open up these windows. I opened it up. It was just really dead in here because you know what? We had to exorcise some demons. I had to come in here and crucify. Come on, come in the kitchen. Here you see that I put light in the cabinets, and I wanted to bring more light in this house because I am the light of Gregory's life. This is where all the magic happens, the boom, boom, boom room, okay? All the magic. I love the chandelier and these little crystal balls, even though only 2 balls in this house is matter. But, we got a lot of balls circle around in this home. So y'all have got more than enough and more than exclusive. So it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go home. And what they say, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. Bye.
All right, guys, so you heard that. And listen, I don't know if you caught it when she said she had to let some light in because they needed to exorcise some demons and crucify. That definitely was shade thrown towards Quad. And it's like, girl, okay, we get it. Quad used to live there. Quad was his first wife. And now, you've taken the place. And okay, move on. It's... We will definitely see what happens in this upcoming season. I'm still of the belief and thought that Quad shouldn't be on the show anymore. That's my thought. I'm sticking to it. everyone is free to have their own thoughts and opinions about it, but that's how I feel about it. I feel that way. So to, to just throw that in there, it's like, okay, girl, we get it. But some people feel like she's trying to, flex in this old home. Listen, it's not like she's putting on Quad's old underwear or wearing her clothes that she left in one of the in one of the closets in the house somewhere, whatever, and she's walking around in Quad's clothing. This is a home. I can't say that he is wrong for keeping his home, because I'm quite sure the value of the home has exponentially increased, while how much he owed on it has definitely decreased, because the longer you stay in the home, the more value it has and the less you owe on it. So, I think some of the people who were commenting on this, they need to get out of this thought process that, like a lot of people, I'm just going to say it, I feel a lot of people have down in Atlanta, where they live beyond their means. And no knock to Toya and her husband Eugene, where you're moving every, 1 to 3 years to another place. Like, that's not good either. I don't have a problem with him being stable and staying in the home that he was in. Why should he have to sell that home to have a completely brand new home to bring his new wife in? This is nothing new. There are a lot of people who keep their homes, and they're not going to just sell the home and buy a brand new home because they got married to someone else. I believe that we need to really get out of that mindset of thinking like that, because especially in the African American community, across the board, a lot of people in the African American community don't have money like that. And a lot of reasons why we don't have money like that collectively, not individually, but collectively, is because of foolish thinking like that, to think that that's the way you're supposed to live. Okay, I got to get a completely brand new house because I can't have my new wife moving into this home that my previous wife lived in. That's just not wise. But I do feel that her showing off the home and then talking about exorcising demons and having to do a crucifixion up in there is just definitely a bit distasteful, because even those of us who may not really care for Quad's character and how she behaves and how, I just feel like she takes a lot of things overboard and takes things out of proportion and things like that. I don't think that was deserved. But yeah, I think that a lot of people need to really get back into thinking practically, because any home that he were to buy and move to, it was going to cost way, way more than that home that he bought years ago that he has built up so much equity in and owes less on. It just really wouldn't make sense. It's similar to, but not the same thing, but it's similar to people who buy a car and then you still owe money on that car. You haven't paid it off. And then you quote unquote trade that car in for a new car because you want to upgrade, because you want to look good in something newer. Well, you still owe the money on that old car loan. They just added it to the new car loan. They quote unquote paid it off, but they didn't really pay it off. They just added the remainder of what you owed to the new loan. So yeah, you're driving around in something new, but you still actually owe a whole lot more. So I know it's not exactly the same, because cars are depreciating they're depreciating products. They're not assets, unless there's a whole lot more that goes into that to make a car an asset. But I'm just saying, when you owe money on a car, it depreciates in value. The value doesn't increase. Homes, for the most part, do. So I get they're not exactly the same, but a lot of people, when they own these homes, yeah, you may sell it and you may be able to sell it for a profit, but when you still owe money on it, you really don't get that much of that money that you sold it for, and then you're up leveling to a new home that's going to cost way more than the home that you bought when you bought it. Are you really coming out on top? You know what I mean? You have to stay in that new home for a longer period of time to build up the equity in it, not unless you win the lottery or some windfall comes through or insurance policy or something, and you're able to just have a lump sum of cash like that. So, I just wanted to talk about that overall because, again, I definitely understand people feeling like she shouldn't be showing this home off because this isn't a flex because we've already seen it before. Quad lived there before she did, yada, yada. I get that. But I also understand him not selling that home and buying a brand new home when practically it really doesn't make sense. It's not a pair of panties that she's strutting around in. It's a house. It's a home. It's an amazing home, by the way. And a lot of people are not living like that. So we just really need to think about that. But I get where people were coming from when they were speaking about her making the comments about exorcising some demons and doing a crucifixion up in there because of the energy that used to live in the home. I get that. It's like, that wasn't necessary. We already know that Quad used to live there, so you didn't even have to say that. Some people may have just came out and said that thought on their own. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Check out the video if you haven't seen it. I have a link to it in the description box. Thank you guys so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. And just real quick, because I don't really know what she does and no knock, because she may be doing things and it's like, okay, fine. But isn't it funny how it's like almost every one of these ladies has to have an office? And it's like, what do you really do besides check your email and check your social media? I'm saying now, look, she might be a professional woman and I just don't know that. So don't KILL me for the comment. I'm just saying, because when I heard her say, this is my office, he may be the head, but I'm the boss, it made me think of Kim Zolciak, who's trying to hold on for dear life for their mansion that they don't want to be booted out of because she had this big, huge office. And it's like, what do you do for a living? But anyway, guys, I'm Beth. I'm just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.